Okay, well, tonight we're going to be working a little bit more on the Minecraft creative map. It's come along pretty good, actually. Got started on the top section tonight. Fly over and see what we've got so far. I'm thinking of adding some more detail on the back of this, but just a kind of a blank canvas at the moment. This is just the front piece of it. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be filled with water on top here, and it'll flow down in here. And of course these flow down into these. So yeah, it's getting there. Definitely getting there. Let's see where our water is flowing. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna sort out the water flow underneath here a little bit. That's going to come to about right there, I think. Let's see. And get our water flowing where it's supposed to be. Yeah, about right there. Okay. There we go. Let's stand this out. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Make sure I've got the, yeah, this is where it should be. Okay. Oops. Okay. These did not line up as I had hoped. Let's see. Switching out blocks too much here. There we go. No. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Not super important that these flow correctly, but I like knowing that they go where they're supposed to. Okay. All right. Perfect. Oops. Busting blocks where I don't intend to. Okay. Good. And I don't believe this one actually has a fountain to go down into. Well, yeah, it actually does. Let's see. I think this is pretty much the last one of the bunch. Okay. Like so. And we'll just cap that off in the end like that. There we go. That is pretty good right there. All right, and I'll fix the rest of those later. These, like I said, up here on top will be full of water eventually too. Got it kind of blocked off at the moment. But the water will flow down through here and then down through here. And then, of course, the water will go through there. I guess you can't swim in creative. Interesting. Oops. Okay. Well, it's starting to look pretty good. Let's figure out these corners a little bit. Did come up with a little bit of a corner piece here. Let's see. Might actually adjust this a little bit more. Let's see, do we have andesite stairs? Yes. Let's see if we can adjust it a little bit more. Like so. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. And I think we're going to do the same thing down here. Let's see. so. A little bit better. Oh, I like that a lot better. Okay, now then, let's go ahead and relight this. There we go. Yep, that looks a little better. That looks a little better. All right. Now then, let's see if we can figure out what kind of a design to put in this wall. Let's see. I think we're going to first off step it back a little bit. Like so. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I want to put some kind of plant life in here, maybe. Hey, Chubali, how you doing? Having a good night? Doing well, doing well. Yeah, just working on this creative build a little bit more. Got a little bit more done on it here today. Let's see. So, started on the upper part tonight with the fountains. Also got another side started over here. Working on a build too now. Oh, nice. Very nice. What are you working on? What kind of build you doing? Yeah, I basically got this whole pattern figured out now. Don't know if I want to put a pool in the middle of this one or just leave it as grass. I haven't decided yet. It's called a sanctum. Oh, nice. And pretty much got the pattern figured out for these. So those two are done. I need to finish this one and this one. And got started on these over here as well. Need to finish them up. Following a tutorial by styling it in my way for style differences. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, you know, that's a good way to learn to build certain things. Is you know, try following somebody else's build and see if you can recreate it. You know, you can learn a lot in doing so. As you know, it comes down to it. Everybody follows somebody's method of building sooner or later. You got time? That's good. That is good. Well, it's all about putting in the time, that's for sure. Alright, and I need to fix this because let's pull this out a little bit further. Night 3? No, this is more like night 5, I think. Yeah, that's about night 5, I think. I have to go back and count the YouTube videos, but yeah, I think it's about the 5th night I've worked on this, if I remember correctly. So it's coming along. I know, it's easy to lose track after a while. Easy to lose track after a while. The Roman pools, yeah. That's what they are, the reflecting pools. So definitely got a Greco-Roman feel to it, and I like the reflecting pools. They just add an element to it. But the water flow is something I always like. I always like to add water features to my builds. So, you know, I showed you where these flow down through the column and then out the back of the column and into these channels, which of course eventually flow down that big channel over there. But that water flows through that hole from up here, and that water comes from these pools, and that water flows back through there. And of course the water originates from up here, which is, all these are going to be large pools up here, but where that'll flow to is that'll flow down from those pools up there, down these little channels, and of course down into those little fountains. So that's where all that water comes from. So I'm just getting these upper pools sorted out tonight, and get these interior ones done first, and then I'll work on the exterior ones on the back side. And then all these pools on top will be connected all the way around the entire build. Yeah, I kind of like the water system. I kind of like how the Romans did a lot with what do you call them, aquifers. So definitely wanted to add the water feature to the build. Always been real big on doing water features anyway, so yeah, it's coming along pretty good, I think. Need to figure out a couple more statues. I've got a few around now. I've got a few different soldiers in different positions, and then I've got a Minotaur over here, and of course I've got the water bearers down here and some of the fountains. And then I have the Legionnaires over here on the ends. But probably come up with a few more as I go along to fill in a few of these podiums I've got up here. So got at least 1, 2, 3 more designs I need to come up with, at least, maybe 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That one's going to be a torch. Just finished the touch on this a minute ago. So yeah, I'll probably put these in some of the corners. Yeah, it's definitely coming along a little bit. Definitely coming along. Yeah, these will all be water fountains up here as well. Like so. There we go. And then I'm probably going to do probably a curved, suspended aquifer around here. Am I going to be stringing tomorrow? Yeah, probably, most likely. Don't know what time I'll start. I got a little bit of a late start tonight. Yeah, definitely be streaming tomorrow. It's your birthday tomorrow? So you'll come by some streams to say hi. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, that'll work. Well, happy birthday early. Okay, and I want to figure out the back of this fountain right here. Oh, you're welcome. Gotta enjoy those birthdays while you can. Let's see, and I think we're going to bring this one up as well. I want to do kind of a scene box behind this with some plants, maybe a statue, I don't know. Let's see. Do something like that. Okay, now I think we'll elevate that one more. Yeah, I try to forget my birthdays these days. Try not to think about them too much. Let's see. Let's bring that back a little bit. Let's see. We'll probably put some hidden lights in here as well. Why try to forget it? Well, when you get to my age, you don't like to think about it too much. Try not to think about it too much. It's just a constant reminder that you're getting older, and it's not always fun when you realize you're a little bit closer to the end than you are to the beginning. So it's just part of getting older, and it's like, well, in a way, you're happy to be around for another year. But in another, you realize that time's getting shorter and shorter. Yeah, you know, if you enjoy birthdays, that's great. I've had more bad ones than I've had good ones, but that's just life, you know. That's just life. Alright, let's see. I think we're going to try some plants or something in here. Let's see what kind of leaves we got. When's my birthday? My birthday is actually in February. Let's see. What, oh yeah, let's do some flowering azalea. What else? Leaves. Jungle, maybe, or mangrove. Azalea is probably pretty close. Yeah, it's shroom light. I might do something with a shroom light too, who knows. Let's see, let's put some grass blocks down as well. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a little bit of a scene going on here. Something like that. Gardens, not too many, simply because I kind of want a clean aesthetic, so I'm not going to really put any plants or anything in the center. Now, when I'm doing stuff like this, back behind a fountain, maybe some stuff, but yeah, I kind of want a clean, aesthetic to the whole thing. Let's see here. Yeah, it, like I said, I just kind of want a little bit of a garden look to it. Don't know. Don't know how much greenery I'm gonna put in here, to be honest. I have to play around with it a little bit. From bone meal, cut out what you want and style it and put bushes around it. Yeah. Haven't really decided. I'm just kind of seeing how some of this looks lit up from behind at the moment. Probably a lot of this is going to get changed around. Let's see, and change out some of this for grass. Probably do a few blocks around the thing too. Let's see. Yeah, don't really know yet. Where's my andesite? What is my andesite? Oh, there it is. And this will pretty much be a placeholder for the moment. If I get a design I like, I'll copy paste it through the rest of the thing, but let's see. Like I said, I might put a statue in here as well. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. That would be interesting, yeah. Just add a little dimension to it. Might do that. Might put a statue sitting in the little garden area there. That might work. I'll give it a think and then come back to it. But yeah, something like that. Some so these walls aren't so blank. Alright, let's see. I have to give it a think. Yeah, these are looking a lot better now that I've got these little sections that were really flat in my early design, and I wasn't liking it, so I've got these transitioning a little bit better from arch to arch. Looks a lot better than it did. And of course I got my mega arch, which really hasn't changed in design any. It's looking pretty good. Need to finish up these. Alright, let's see. For now, get rid of this stuff. I don't know why I keep picking up all these glow squid ink sacs like crazy here lately. The glow squid love their spawn in these little channels. And let's see here. Need that and smooth quartz. Let's see, I don't think we're going to need the calcite. That should be about all we need here. Let's see, I need this little guy here too. There we go. Yeah, I got this pattern pretty well worked out at this point. It's possible they do a bunch, yeah. I know, the little squid are just spawning like mad up here. I mean, just all over the place. And it's all the glow squid, interestingly enough. They just spontaneously, you know, they look nice. You know, I'm all for passive mobs being added to the game. I don't mind that at all. It's the, some of the, monster mobs that I have a problem with. Phantoms are annoying when you're playing survival, as are the drowned. Can't stand the drowned or the phantoms. In fact, I really would like Mojang to put in an option to like turn off certain mobs, even if you have to do it through cheat mode. Just give us the option to turn certain mobs off, because I always liked to go out on the boat at night and fish in Minecraft, and it always gave me a good chance to talk to chat in between me building or mining or whatever I was doing. I would go out at night and you know, just do a little fishing at night and talk with chat, catch up with people and so forth. And I can't do that anymore because the freaking drowned, as soon as you get out on a boat, they start coming after you. And it's really annoying. It kind of killed one of my favorite pastimes to do in survival mode, so I'd really like for them to turn, or give us an option to turn that mob off, as well as any other mobs. Like, why not? Everybody has their least favorite thing in Minecraft that they have to deal with, whether it be phantoms or drowned or I don't know, for some people it might be creepers or whatever, but we don't want to put it on peaceful. You know, we'd rather just kind of revert to a previous version of Minecraft that we enjoyed once before. But maybe keep some of the new features that have come out, but turn off certain things we don't like some of the mobs, for instance. So I always thought it would be good if Mojang gave us an option to like turn off certain mobs, even if you just did it through cheat modes, you know. They don't want us getting any achievements. I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's see here. Fun to have control, turn off a mob, like in specific details. Yeah, and like I said, they can put it under cheat modes and it won't affect, you know, people that want to play it, you know, full survival mode, still get achievements. Okay, fine, we'll have to deal with the mobs, but, you know, for me, I've played Minecraft since beta mode, and I've earned achievements so many times, it's not even funny. Every time they've come out with a new Minecraft, it's like, it starts telling me I've earned a new achievement when I've earned that same... I've earned punching wood, I don't know, like 100 times in Minecraft. It stops being important to you after a while, and you just want to enjoy the game for what it is. Punching wood, yeah, that's like the first one everybody always gets, right? Punching wood. So, yeah, after a while you just don't care about the achievements anymore, so, you know, if I have to turn on cheats for certain things, it's kind of like when coordinates first came out, we had to turn on coordinates in cheat mode, which was stupid. But there it was. If you wanted coordinates, you had to turn on cheat mode. So we did that. We didn't get achievements, but, you know, we could still play the game in survival mode. And still get enjoyment out of it, you know. So I don't mind having to turn on, you know, experimental mode for something or cheat mode for something if there's a feature that I just want to have when I'm playing, because I really don't care about the achievements anymore, you know. So yeah, there are maps I have on here where I can't earn achievements on them anyway, because I've either had experimental mode on or I've had cheat mode on for coordinates at some point, because I got a lot of old maps that I'm still playing. And if I had the option to turn off certain mobs, like I said, phantoms and drowns, the only ones I really care about turning off. But I'll definitely do that if I get the opportunity. Because I frankly just don't want to deal with the ground anymore. Absolutely hate the guys. They are just tremendously OP, in my opinion. I mean, they basically took the water and made it a real pain in the rear to transverse anymore. So I'd rather just turn off the ground and be done with it. Yeah. And, you know, I know a lot of people that say the same thing about the phantoms. You know, they don't like the little flying mob that comes around and attacks you if you haven't slept for, I don't know, 2 or 3 nights in a row or something like that. There's a lot of people that turn that off, so that's like, yeah, I can kind of understand that, because, you know, there are times when I want to get out in the boat and go fishing for, you know, 2 or 3 nights in a row, and I don't want to be swooped at by the phantoms while I'm doing that. So I'd probably turn that one off too. I know a lot of people say that's their least favorite mob. I certainly didn't vote for it. When we had the option from Mojang to vote for mobs, I think I voted for some peaceful mob that sounded kind of interesting. I can't even remember what it was now. Yeah, first time you got hit by a phantom, you got scared. Yeah, still think the Endermen are the creepiest mob in the entire game, though. They are creepy little effers. Enderman definitely gets my vote for the creepiest ones, but yeah. Yeah, it's just the way they, it's just that sound they make when they lock eyes with you and they get that wide mouth, you know, gaping mouth like, I'm gonna eat you, you know, type deal. I don't know, something about the sound they make is just really creepy. I always thought the Endermen were the creepiest ones in the game. Just my personal opinion. They kind of make my hair stand up on the back of my neck every time I have to deal with them. Yeah, you agree? Yeah. Yeah, just my opinion. I don't mind them, though. I mean, you know, you just have to be careful around them. But yeah, every time I trigger one by accident, man, it freaks me out. I have definitely been killed by a few Endermen. Plus, when I play survival, I was playing survival hard, so everything's a little bit, a little more hairy in survival mode and hard, especially on Bedrock. Java's, in comparison, is kind of a breeze. Survival mode. Oh yeah, the worst one is when you're in the Nether and you hit one, a million teleport at you. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, of course, the what are the new piglins? The guys who runs around with the sword in the Nether. They're a real pain. They're fast too. Holy cow. Got a few videos of them chasing me around. They're a bit crazy. And, I don't know, there's quite a few mobs. Seems like Mojang wants to keep coming up with new ways to kill us. Yeah, they run like baby zombies, yeah. Little Gary Coleman's is what I always call the, baby zombies. Yeah, they're annoying little buggers too. Little knee biters. Little Gary Coleman's. Let's see, I think that one needs to go all the way to the end as well, if I'm not mistaken. I believe. Over here and look at the other one just to make sure. I think, yeah, I got these going all the way to the end. Let's see, and these were 5 wide, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Yeah, everybody's got their least favorite mob. But like I said, the Drowned is the only one that they've come up with that I've just absolutely hated with passion. because they are just so annoying. I didn't mind them at first when they introduced them to the game because they kind of like stuck around on the bottom of the water and didn't really like swim up. Even when you got in the water with them, they just kind of walked around on the bottom. And I didn't mind it then, and then they made them swim, and then it's like, holy cow, it's like, the Warden, I've not really dealt with the Warden, to be honest. Every time I see those little shrieker boxes, I pretty much just turn around and head back. There's not really anything down deep I want at this time. Now, as I do more survival streaming, since I've just gotten back into streaming again and playing a little bit more survival on stream, it's going to be interesting to see how I deal with them, and what my opinion is going to be when I do, because I really haven't dealt with him on stream yet. So yeah, he's annoying to beat. He's got so much health points. Yeah, like I said, I'm reading up on them a little bit and trying to figure out, you know, what's the best way to battle them. You know, how to avoid them, what he can and can't break, you know, sort of thing. But yeah, I've not really dealt with the Warden yet, so that will be upcoming. We shall see. Hopefully not too bad. Yeah, there's certain mobs I deal with pretty well. They've all gotten a lot worse though in survival hard. Definitely a lot more dangerous than it used to be. Yeah, well, I'll definitely be doing some survival hard streaming here pretty soon. I did some when I first came back, and on my first few streams on Twitch, I was playing survival hard on one of my maps that was pretty well established. So that one hadn't been too bad dealing with them. The survival hard creatures, and of course I've been playing when I'm not streaming. It's easier to concentrate because I'm not paying attention to chat and so forth. So I always play survival hard when I'm playing by myself and not streaming. But here lately, it's when I'm playing, I'm usually streaming, except when I've been working on the creative build during the day a little bit off camera, so I'm not doing so much standing around figuring out stuff on screen. Because, you know, if I streamed my work during the day, you'd see me sitting here looking at the build like this, going, what would look good here? What pattern do I want here? You know, a lot of standing around pondering is what I do during the day. So I try to leave myself plenty of plenty to do on streams at night. So I'm actually doing stuff and I can talk to people, but I'm not really having to think too much about what I'm doing, because I've already got it planned out during the day. Okay, here's the pattern I want to do. So I'll go ahead and complete, you know, a couple of these so I know what I'm doing, you know, later on. And I'm not sitting here screwing around trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Well, when I'm playing survival, you know, it's anybody's guess as to what happens. So, yeah, I'm pretty good about not dying in survival, but with things being as difficult as they are now in survival, yeah, that's pretty much me during the day. So it's like, what could I be doing here? What would look good here? I want to change this up a little bit, but I'm not sure how. And I'll try out several different things until I figure out something I like. But I don't like to bore. I don't like to bore the audience with that. So, yeah. Well, see, you know, I have a grand design in my head. This is actually a build that I started once before. Years ago, before I streamed, back 15 years ago, I started this build in a game called Total Miner, which was on the Xbox 360. And there's actually a video of the build. I've done a tour of this build once before. Now, the overall design staying the same, but I am changing it up a little bit here and there. Because this is Minecraft and not Total Miner, so there's some things I didn't have available in Minecraft that I had in Total Miner and vice versa as well. So, but I always intended to finish this build and didn't, because Minecraft came out on the 360 and I started playing that, and I kind of abandoned playing Total Miner. Plus, it was a dead game at that point too. They weren't developing it any further, and I had a bit of a hand in some of the things that made it into that game. So I got to know the developer and a lot of the staff for that game pretty well. So I had a fair bit of input in that game. And they've since moved on to PC. Craig, the developer of the game, I think he sold it off. He got tired of dealing with the constant updates and so forth. He made his money, and he literally made him a millionaire on the 360. So he got tired of developing it, and lost interest in developing it for the PC. So he basically sold it to some others, and they're working on it now. But overall, I think it's pretty much the the same essential game as it was on the 360 that we came up with. But you can see a lot of my builds in the load screen for that game. But if you go on my YouTube when you get a chance sometime, you can check out the Total Miner tour of my worlds in Total Miner that I did, and I show off quite a few builds, including the very last one, which should look very, very familiar, as it looks just like this one. I just never finished it, so I'll finish it in Minecraft though. Total Miner. Total Miner. It was originally called Total Miner Forge, but I think they dropped the Forge off somewhere during the development of the game, so it's just Total Miner now. They sell it on Steam still. I don't know how much it's been developed since I used to play it, but I did make R2-D2, yeah. I did indeed. That was, I actually built an R2-D2 in what was called Dig Deep mode, which was basically that game's version of survival. That was actually the map I learned to build on. I did found the cover page then, yeah. Yeah, it's that was a survival type map that I developed my building abilities on. Yeah, I got all kinds of interesting things on there. Starship Enterprise, which I've made several Starship Enterprises at this point. R2-D2, I did the house from Up. What else did I do? Did a Stargate on that map. Chinese pagoda. The Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Into the Sea. I'm trying to think what else. Cylon Raider from the original Battlestar Galactica. TIE Fighter. There's a TIE Fighter on that map. A lot of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I build a wide variety of stuff. Of course, there's a lot of variety of stuff on this map as well. I tend to do everything on the one map, and this map's been around since Xbox 360 days, so a lot of stuff on this map. Big fan of Star Wars? Yeah. I mean, on this map, I don't really have a lot of Star Wars stuff. Let me think. I think the only thing Star Wars I've got on this map so far is a ATST, which is right over here on the other side of the train. That was going to be a little Ewok village there. Yeah, I got a little ATST. There's a little not TIE Fighter. There's a little X-Wing I do as well. I need to build at some point, which will look good on here too. You like the little ATST? Yeah, it came out pretty good. It's a simple little build. I'll probably do, at some point I'm going to start doing a few little quick how-to simple build videos I'm going to put on YouTube. So I'll do the ATST, and I'll do the X-Wing and some other things. I got a few little simple houses that are neat little designs that I can put on there as well. But yeah, a few how-to videos on how to build certain things. Yeah, quite a lot on this map. There'll be a lot more on this map eventually, because when I get done with this big build over here, I'm going to eventually start another one. I probably won't do it every night. I'll probably pick one night a week to do creative builds, and then probably do survival building and some other stuff. But I wanted to get this one out of my system, because I have for a long time wanted to finish this build. So it'll be nice to get this one done. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Oh yeah, it'll get there, and you can see, well, this is the center. I actually did a pathway out to the center, and there's going to be a rotundal out here with columns all around it. And this is the center of the build right here. So every direction you look at is going to be the same with the build. It'll look like that. It'll be over there, over there, over there, and then it'll go all the way around. Yeah, long way to go. Long way to go. Once I get one corner done, once this whole corner here is done, then getting the rest of it done is going to be a lot quicker. It didn't take me any time to knock out this side right here, because, you know, once I once I get this structure block down pat, it starts moving along pretty good. So definitely the first couple of nights. Well, the first night was me starting on the build, and it was way too small. I had to increase the size quite a bit. It was like way too small. It's like, this doesn't look right. So I went back on my total miner world and I kind of counted some blocks to just get a general idea of the size. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm building it way too small. Minecraft, I need to go bigger. So yeah, so the first night was kind of a wash. That work got all covered up. It's underneath the stairs over there in the corner. So yeah, this is actually the fourth night of this build. So yeah, quite a bit done in like 4 nights time. I gotta say, it's coming along pretty good. Coming along pretty good. Because technically I've been working on it for 5 nights, but like I said, that first night's work, we just got all covered up. Ended up not using any of that, so started all over again. That's the way it goes. Sometimes I'll start off a build and I'll realize this is going to be too small. I need it bigger to be more detailed. You would have died the first night. Nah, it's it's a process. If I don't like the way something looks, I'll tear it down or cover it up and start over. So the first night I streamed the creative build, all that work got covered up. Ended up knocking down all the columns and then just built over on top of the rest of it. So let's see, what are these 5 wide, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. It's definitely not the first time I have started over on something after putting quite a few hours into something. Because I get kind of particular. Well, it's like my P-40 Warhawk, the World War II airplane over there. Just getting the shark face on that right took me 3 nights when I was working on that. And that was not even streaming. That was just me playing on the 360 back in the day, sitting on a couch. Spent 3 nights just getting that face just right, because I want it to look just like it does on the actual plane. So you would have crashed out, yeah. Well, you have to step away every once in a while and come back and tackle it again later. A lot of these builds on this map were things I started and I either didn't know where to go next, so I started another build. Yeah, exactly. Step away and do something else. So a lot of these builds got started when I was pausing off of another build to think about it a little bit, come up with some better ideas. So, like when I was working on the castle, which was a big build on this one, the first thing I built on this map, I think, was the TARDIS, which is something I've always enjoyed building. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So I built the TARDIS because I always like to get a sense of scale, and that's a good way. That used to be at build height, and can actually go bigger with it now. Once I finished that, I decided to do a freestyle build, and that's when I started the castle. And I thought, I'm gonna build the castle on an angle instead of straight on flat like everybody else does. So actually built the castle cockeyed, so to speak. Put that one for Disney. Well, I think my castle's a little better than Disney's. But I don't know if you saw it earlier, but go over here to the castle for a minute. Mojang's actually featured it in one of their online publications at one time because they liked my use of lapis for the thing. So they featured that. But the whole castle is, like I said, built at an angle. Like that. So on a corner, I basically just started off building a staircase. Once I got my staircase done, I did my bridge. And then the castle. And since it's night, the fireworks ought to be going off. Yep, they are. Fireworks are going off at night. But yeah, the whole thing's built on an angle. But it looks like it's straight, but it's not. Get down and look at the wall. You can see the walls all corner blocks. And I come back in here every once in a while, update this thing a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to build something on an angle. So that's how this map was built. So I didn't want to build a straight wall castle like everybody else does. I wanted to do one at an angle. So yes, those sheep have actually been there since the Xbox 360 days. Believe it or not, they have always been sitting on that wall. I don't know why they spawned up there or got up there, but there's a sheep and a horse. These two guys right here have been here ever since Xbox 360, and they just sit there. So they're both holdovers from Xbox 360 version of Minecraft, and they have sat there since that day. I've just never had the heart to knock them down. But they've always been there. And then a few others have appeared over a period of time. I think these two sheep showed up somewhere around the Xbox One version of Minecraft. Yeah. Little gardens and fountains and various other things up here. And then if you're at all familiar with Doctor Who, I got the Seal of Rassilon in here, which is a little design I did freehand. It's a Gallifreyan symbol of Seal of Rassilon. But I need to come in here and update this thing a little bit. There's a lot of new blocks since I built this thing. And I need to come down here and finish my dungeon at some point too. So I haven't finished the dungeon yet. I need to come down here and finish that. It's an ongoing project. A lot of it's still empty. A lot of it's still empty. But, yeah. It's an ongoing project. Like I said, I come in here on every once in a great while and do a little update on it. That came out pretty good. Got my little mansion down here. Of course, my train, my double-decker Roadmaster London bus, P-40 Warhawk, and then there's a couple of temples back over there. So a lot of stuff to finish up. But yeah, none of these projects are ever finished. They're just constantly being updated. Come in every once in a while and get a hankering to change something, and that's what I do. Get in here, make a few changes here and there. Okay, those are 3 and 3 and 1. Let's see what we got over here. See, I think I went too far on this one. Yeah. Big area where the doctor thing is should be a ballroom. Yeah, it's some kind of great room of some kind. I never really thought about what to call the particular room, but it's just a big room. But it was fun to make, though. Like I said, I made that a good... Oh. I don't know when Minecraft or Xbox 360 came out, but whatever year that was when I made that. Long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah, that's about time I did some more creative building, and so I really haven't sat down and done a really large creative build for quite a while. So decided to get started on this one because with the vivid visuals, I knew this one would look really, really good when it was done. So yeah, it's going pretty good. I knew with the vibrant visuals, this one would definitely pop. Especially with the water, all the reflecting pools and so forth is what really helps make this build. So it's a good use of liminal space too. All right. Alright, just a single line on the inside, and this one should be done. And let's see, I did drop a few frames tonight. 522 frames I dropped tonight. It's not bad considering I'm streaming again. Is it better, easier on console or PC? It's really dependent on what you're used to, what you enjoy. I have played both, and you know, I've played Java plenty of times. In fact, I played basically the Feed the Beast mod on Java way back when, and kind of got done with mods at that point. Although I want to start doing, I might try to do some Bedrock mods. They have some interesting ones on the Minecraft store, or the Minecraft store I'd like to check out and stream at some point. Definitely some interesting ones that I've seen on here. It's like, that could be fun. And but as far as console or PC, it's just really dependent on what you enjoy. Personally, I like playing with a controller. I've gotten used to it. I used to be strictly a PC gamer, and over time, when the Xbox 360 came out, it was the first console I'd played since, I don't know, the original PlayStation. I think it was the last console I'd played before the 360 came out. And my son had brought home a Xbox 360 that he got, he bought in the PX, and started playing a little bit of that, and I was like, you know, this is actually a pretty good console. This thing's a lot like PC games. Because a lot of the consoles I'd played up to that point were just not very impressive to me. I was getting more out of playing PC games for many, many years. Played a little bit, like I said, I played a little bit of the PlayStation 1, the original PlayStation. And that was really the last console I really played at any length at all. So, until the 360 came along, but up until then I was strictly a PC gamer, and I played everything on the PC. But Minecraft, when I wanted to play that, I always had to play it on the PC, so I went back to playing that on the PC. And there were certain games I preferred to play on the PC, even if it was with a controller, like all the Tomb Raider games, all the original Tomb Raider games. Played all those with a controller. And what else? But there's a lot of games that I preferred to play with a keyboard and mouse. Age of Empires, a lot of first-person shooters and so forth. Played all that on PC. Some of that's a lot better on with a keyboard and mouse. Although I've gotten really good with a controller, so I can hold my own with a controller. But as far as Minecraft goes, I don't know. I kind of like the auto crafting feature of console Minecraft. Although you can do things manually if you prefer. And what else? it's a little easier. It's a little easier on my hands to use the Xbox controller than it is keyboard and mouse so much. Although having worked in IT for 30 years, I get enough keyboard and mouse usage to fill the void. But definitely want to do some more PC gaming. I had planned to when I came back to streaming again, but my streaming PC had issues, and the PC that I intended to game with is actually the one I'm streaming from now. And my video card that I bought for the gaming computer decided to crap out on me. This thing had absolutely no time on it whatsoever. No dust, looks brand new, but started having issues. So yeah, I did my keyboard hours. Definitely did my keyboard hours. But yeah, I enjoy playing. It's funny because I got some friends that play Java still, and have all kinds of issues trying to play with a controller. It's funny. I mean, people that are like really good Minecraft Java players that do videos and stuff on YouTube, used to be streamers as well, but they have all kinds of issues with the Bedrock version on console. Bedrock in console are better duo than Java in console. Yeah, of course you can. The nice thing about it too is if you don't want to use a controller for Bedrock, you can plug in a keyboard and mouse on the console. And if you don't want to use a keyboard and mouse on a PC playing Bedrock, you can plug in a controller and use that. So you can play it however you want on whichever platform you want. So that's kind of nice. So, you know, if I wanted to use a keyboard and a mouse, I could, but I just don't have any desire to. I've gotten so used to using the controller and over time that it's just quicker for me to use the controller than it is a keyboard and mouse these days. Well, that's the beauty of it. I like you know, having options. You want to play it one way or the other. I don't know if you can play Java with the controller or not. It's been a while since I've played Java. But I like the auto crafting. I like having to not think about now how do I make a so and so again? I think you can, but servers like for Bedwars only use console with. Like Bedwars will be with only console users. Didn't Bedwars start on Java? Thought Bed Wars started as a Java Minecraft thing. I've not played it myself, but I've certainly heard people talk about it over the years. But I thought it started off as a Java thing, and then it came to Realms, I think, or the Minecraft servers on Bedrock. It's been a while since you played yourself. Yeah, I have never played Bed Wars myself. I've played a variety of games in Bedrock, Minecraft, but they're very similar to Bed Wars. But yeah, I've watched a lot of people play different stuff. But yeah, I never played Bed Wars myself. I'm not good with PvP in Minecraft either. Not my forte. Usually, if I want to play a first-person shooter, I'll go play a first-person shooter instead of doing it in Minecraft. So. But there's some interesting mods I'd like to try out. Definitely would like to try out some of the mods they have in Minecraft. In fact, let's see. I was seeing some stuff just the other day in the marketplace. They have some new, yeah, they got like advanced machines, which this was, I think, strictly a Java thing originally, but now it's in Bedrock. With pipes. I think it was called pipes or something like that. I can't remember what it was called in Java, but I remember this mod from Java. I watched people do you know Technoblade? You talking about the streamer? Technoblade, the streamer? Yes, yeah, I've heard of Technoblade. Yeah. I'm familiar with quite a large number of Minecrafters. Some of them are quite aware of me too from back in the day. Yeah, Technoblade died, unfortunately. I don't remember if Technoblade and I ever talked, but there are a few fairly well-known Minecrafters that used to reach out to me quite a bit, especially the ones that do YouTube channels. Quite a few of them wanted to feature my worlds at one point or another years ago. So yeah, I'm familiar with a few of them. But yeah, sadly, Technoblade's no longer around. Don't know if I ever talked to him or not. I honestly don't remember. I talked to so many people back in the day. What was another thing on here I saw? Oh, Trains was another one. They got another one on here called Trains. Brother got to do PvP against him at one point before he passed, and he was so happy. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, a few of them before they got really big used to reach out to me all the time because they used to do like tours of various people's worlds, and I got reached out to by quite a few that are a lot bigger than they used to be. iExploit, or Toy Cat rather, is one that used to reach out to me all the time and wanted me to feature my world on one of his streams. But I was like, nah, I really want people to come watch my stream if they want to see my world. I don't want them watching your video, because they'll watch your video and then they won't watch my video. So it's like, oh yeah, I saw that before on so-and-so's stream. It's like, no, that's my build. Yeah, the real stream won't be viewed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a few things on here I'd like to check out. I don't know if Realism Craft's worth having or not. There's a spaceship thing looked kind of interesting. Where you're crash landed. You gotta do a survival. I don't know if you can actually fly the spaceships or not. It kind of looked like that you might be able to, but I don't know. Kind of looks kind of interesting. It might be fun to do some streams of some of this stuff too. And I did do a Skyblock type stream one time. It was kind of interesting, where I let people join, and we did like a Minecraft, what was the thing called? I can't remember now. I wonder if I have it on here anymore. I have a copy of it, I think, on here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, I think I deleted it. But it was like a Skyblock type deal. That was pretty fun. But yeah, I'll have to do that. And eventually I want to do some ranked follower worlds again too, with in survival, because a lot of my streams back in the day were me playing with a lot of other followers on worlds that I hosted, and we had a lot of fun playing on those. So, but anyway, well, I think that's gonna do it for me for tonight. Let's see, what did we do, like 2 hours tonight? Yeah, I got kind of a late start, so it wasn't quite as long as I'd hoped to go, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll do, I don't know if we're gonna do creative again tomorrow night or not, or if I'll do something else, maybe survival. Then again, I keep talking about playing some of these other games that I've got stacked up over here that I really need to give a try to. So I might do something different tomorrow, because I have done like 5 nights of this in a row. So might be nice to change it up a little bit and do something different for a night or two. But we'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for tomorrow night. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in and checking out the stream tonight. And I will catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.